Now that I was really going to make a video on how Boruto manga was pretty lame to me in my opinion. But that all changed once the Fire Nation attacked my boys. Boruto manga chapter 15 review and breakdown coming right at you from Avataryaya. Stay tuned and I'm gonna hit y'all with the litness. Yay! Alright, so bottom line, Boruto is still fighting Mr. Bossman, aka Mr. Piggy. Alright, that's what I'm gonna call him, like Sparky Boom Man from Avatar. Look, it's a solar eclipse. Let me have my freaking references. Bottom line, Boruto is about to hit this man with one of the cleanest Rasengans he may have ever done of his whole career thus far. However, his eye, that curse mark seal, which people are theorizing that is a sentient seal, which means it learns and helps Boruto, like, controls his chakra and when not to use it and when to expel it all. That's one thing that I'm noticing with this seal and Boruto recently. However, Boruto loses the Rasengan. He looks at his hand and bam! You see this on the screen? That's what I'm talking about. It looks like a diamond. And to me, when the first time I saw it, it reminded me of Tsunade's little seal on her forehead. But that's something completely different. Tsunade's seal is a yin seal. We don't really know generally just yet what Boruto's seal is. And they're really building this up really nicely in the Boruto manga. Now, to fast forward, Boruto is getting faded. He catching the fade and he can't use no more chakra at this moment. Who comes to save the day? Who saved them in the tuning exams? You betcha, Mitsuki and the goat Sarada Uchiha coming out helping Boruto team. I forgot the name of their team. But regardless, coming out with the hands and they doing it for the love of Boruto because they canceled the mission. They was like, yo, Boruto may need help. Now, that's something you need in y'all life, people. Get y'all some friends that will do stuff for y'all, that will lose out on money and lose out on fame and fortune for you. You need friends like that in your life. I'm going to tell everybody that right now. Now, bottom line, fast forward a little bit, Boruto goes back and he talks to Tenyu. And, you know, he has that rare card, but he gives it back. He accepted it at first, but he gave it back, I believe, to Tenyu, and he doesn't really want it. He really wants the card, but deep down, he feels like he deserved it more in that situation. You know, you really want to understand when you give something back to somebody because there's various reasons to why people interact in that way, and that's true in real life as well. Now, to be honest, fast forward one more little time. This is where you see Miro Ibuki and Yamanaka Sai. They both confront Mr. Piggy. He's chained up to the wall, blah, 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 yada. And generally, Sasuke comes out of nowhere and Sasuke is like, hey, do you know about Boruto's seal on his hand? And Mr. Piggy's like, I don't really know about what that is. But he's surely lying because when Boruto couldn't do his Rasengan against him, he was like, that seal. He must have had experiences with that seal. And he comes out and confesses to Sasuke that he knows about the seal. He's seen it before when he used to steal from people long time ago. And this is where the meat of the potatoes of the video come in. This is where the new Akatsuki is formed. The new Akatsuki is called the Kara. The Kara is generally, and what that means in Japanese is shell or husk. Meaning that these people are seals. They have different seals as well, just like Boruto's hand, and I'm going to use a screenshot. Shout out to the GOAT anime analyst for handing me this screenshot. But, pretty much they all have different seals, and each Akatsuki member has its own role with its own seal. We don't know what they all do yet. They're more sigils, but I do believe that I'm hyped for the Akatsuki because the Akatsuki was some of the more likable characters throughout of Naruto history, and especially some of the most favorable ones in Naruto Shippuden. I hope that's the same with Boruto as well. Like, let's be real. You can't have the Akatsuki without Itachi. You can't have the Akatsuki without Pain. And you definitely can't have the Akatsuki humorous moments without Tobi and Datara. So, that being said, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me how you guys like this episode, this manga chapter, whatever you want to call it. I strongly believe that Boruto's seal is to introduce danger to his character, just like how Naruto had to deal with the nine-tailed fox growing up. There was always pros and cons to it, but could never really control it. And that's what we're seeing right now in Boruto Naruto Next Generation's manga chapter. So that being said, comment, rate, subscribe. Avataryaya is out. I'm done. Goodbye and see you guys later. You guys are golden, and that's raw.